The Federal Reserve is pulling all the emergency liquidity away, so there's no ammunition left in November. It seems as if we almost took a pause in momentum. We saw markets rising overall as a whole, including small cap stocks. We saw crypto rising overall as a whole, including altcoins, Dogecoin, Bonk, Alien Base, right? In the second half of the week, we saw this reality check. Now, election day is Tuesday this week, which should be one of the most volatile weeks that we see. And just to show you how volatile it's going to be, the OCC is putting out warnings. The OCC Options Clearing Corporation has sent an email saying that there is a potential for increased market volatility due to the US presidential election and to be wary of your account's margin. Well, what does this mean? Well, it means, yes, increased market volatility and margin calls. Hello? Someone's coming knocking on the door, and there's going to be some quick margin calls this week. In the video I uploaded yesterday and the day before, we talked about several things lining up with some small cap plays / short squeeze plays, and depending on the way things play out, we could see a market melt up and then a crash. And I'm going to point you to the warning signs of that. First of all, the first set of warning signals is Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway sitting on tons of cash more than ever before. Their Q3 cash pile rises to $325.2 billion, which is the highest level on record. The other day, Warren Buffett not only cut several stakes in Bank of America, and we're going to talk about banks in 1 second, but he cut his stake in Apple as well by almost 25% in the third quarter. Warren Buffett doesn't let go of these blue chip stocks. If you know anything about Warren Buffett, these are the safe haven plays. Not only that, Jeff Bezos just sold 16,354,620 shares of Amazon worth over $3 billion. Amazon has a chart that looks extremely well, but is it getting close to the top? Apple has a chart that looks pretty well, but is it getting close to the top? What do they know that we don't? Institutions have had the highest record of selling stocks since 2008 when the crash had happened, which coincidentally, the market in 2007 topped out in October and reached its very bottom in March of 2009. If we play out something very similar, that means the SPY has already hit its top. Some more warning signs. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, says banking crash has begun. Oklahoma Bank shuts its doors. Watch out, bonds and commercial real estate markets next to go. China also says a banking crisis is looming. Another warning sign that we've covered time and time again is that US banks are sitting on $750 billion in losses on real estate debt related securities. Which sectors are most exposed? The 2008 financial crisis exposed numerous flaws in America's financial system, such as the inherent danger of America's largest banks being over-leveraged. Significant dangers remain despite a slate of reforms designed to keep banks on sound financial footing going forward. They put some things in place after the '08 crash to prevent some of these things from happening, but these bigger players always find a way, these fat cats always find a way to hoard as much money as possible and then blow everything up. And that could be a scenario that we're in right now, and we're going to talk about it. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on, and share this with your friends and family. I also want to note, today is my birthday and I'm still getting an upload out for you guys. So if you usually come here and don't like the video, just like it because of that. I also appreciate all the support that you guys are going to leave in the comments. Lottery Stocks family, I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. The S&P 500 last election right here, late October, fell a total of 8%. If a similar scenario happened with the SPY as we speak, that would essentially mean we come back into this zone that we have drawn out, a demand zone, between 538 and 532. Now the SPY is currently already down almost 3% from its high, getting a nice little correction. Normally when the SPY gets a cool off, the correction is about 2.5%, and then you start scaling higher. Either way, here's what I see. Personally, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. Right now, the SPY on Monday is probably going to be red. It's probably going to be very red unless there is no more pullback. However, I'm watching for a price target at 544 for the SPY to come down to Monday, and then Tuesday wick into this zone and then get a nasty spring higher. However, what I can tell you is I'm going to go risk on. As soon as we see a little bit more pullback, I will be jumping into call options on the overall market. And I'm going to put that out there right now. We saw a pullback in crypto, a pause in crypto. But I want to explain why this is actually very good. First of all, whatever happens with the election, I think crypto is a safe haven and we're seeing money pile into it. Especially Trump has some very good things that he plans on doing going forward. He's very pro Bitcoin, yada, yada, yada. And if he becomes president, it's just more of an addition to be bullish on Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. Now, Bitcoin pulled back from a high of about 73,000. However, if I had my drawings still here, I'm not sure exactly what happened to them. If you came back into this channel, a channel that we had drawn out, you would ultimately see this, right? Exactly what it played out. This is a healthy pullback on Bitcoin. Not only did you get a healthy pullback rejection at 69K to come base on the top of the body candles of the channel at 65, but you pushed up to all-time highs and you came down and you're building a base on the weekly at that $69,000 level. Building a base and starting a brand new week at 69K is still very bullish for crypto. You get a break out of this channel, you come base on the channel, and then you start to spring higher. And I think November is going to be an insane month, not only for Bitcoin, not only for altcoins, right, like Dogecoin, not only for the market, but short squeeze plays like GameStop, like AMC. I think we just saw a hint of what is coming. However, I want to warn you right now, I do think a crash is going to happen following this melt up. So just be ready. Time it right, and if you're worried about it and you want more insight day in and day out, make sure to come back here. I also want to note a couple more things. Chewy had this nasty pop after hours the other day on Friday. I told you this news with Roaring Kitty selling his Chewy isn't going to last, and I'd actually go calls. If you followed this call out, you made out a decent amount of money. This is the way they love to flip them. I don't care what news came out. It's just the way they love to flip them. Dogecoin as well broke above 16 but couldn't hold, but it looks like on the weekly it's pressing up against it, meaning you build a spring here and then you push. That way you get the push to between 19 and 22 cents. And then potentially again up to where I think is going to be a heavy resistance zone between 31 and 34 cents on Dogecoin. I also think a lot of players may be getting margin called, and you could see a GameStop event like 2021, an AMC event like 2021. On top of that, the Fed reverse repo use falls to 155 billion for the first time since 2021, and we have been talking about several things that are going to potentially push the markets that are related to 2021 when we saw that massive melt up. And this is just another one of those things. Also keep in mind in the back of your head, if Trump gets presidency, Tesla may react well on top of that. So watch Tesla Tuesday. I personally will probably not hold my puts into Tuesday that I have on Tesla, even though the technicals tell me that Tesla is going to gap down. It's just too risky. Last but not least, here is the earnings for the week. We have another insane week with AMC reporting earnings Wednesday after close, as well as ARM, which goes hand in hand with Nvidia and those other tech companies. Clove, which is another potential squeeze play. ELF, a stock that I love to hold in a long-term portfolio, all Wednesday after the close. This is going to be an exciting week. And you have the infamous SMCI after close on Tuesday, which also surprisingly hasn't really affected Nvidia yet, even though it's down 77% since joining the S&P 500. But we can't forget Monday after close, Palantir reports earnings. Thursday after close, DraftKings, Rivian, AFRM, another potential squeeze play, Airbnb, right? This will be a great week, and it is election week. I'm extremely excited. I hope this video helped you out. Like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. If you're not in the Discord yet, be my birthday gift and come get in the Discord. It's only a coffee a month, guys. Level yourself up. Come talk with me. Come talk with the most amazing people. You can request videos in there, and I will try to get to them as soon as possible. Again, if you want to leave a tip right here and drop a ticker, I'm going to cover it in a YouTube short and do some analysis on it. That is about the 4th or 5th link in the description. And then if you want up to 15 free stocks courtesy of Mumu, use my link, open an account, and make a deposit into your broker. It is completely free. Do it while the weekend is here. Go make some additional money, guys. On top of that, you're going to earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash and a $30 cash reward just for signing up and depositing. Getting up to 15 free stock, each valued at $2,000 per stock, is a no-brainer to go do it. You're also getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. So go press that link. And then my custom indicator, you can see right here, is pattern detection and forecasting, which I'm allowing you to get it for 2 weeks for free. Go get access, add it to your TradingView charts. It detects patterns, gives you price targets, and forecasts what the stock might do, so it's super sick. Lastly, go subscribe to the check-in channel, Lottery Vlogs. I'm getting some videos prepped to go up for you guys. Again, this is just behind the scenes, my life unscripted. No judgment. If you want to be entertained and be more involved in my life, then go subscribe over to that channel. Once we hit 100 subscribers over there, I'll drop the first video. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.